Jerma, please explain the birds and the bees. I'm really confused by it. They're two animals. One of them's an insect. The other one's a bird that flies around. The bees are literally gonna... That's how humanity ends. Okay? The bees... You want to look into the bees? We have issues here with the bees? That's how humanity ends. There's your birds and the bees. Once the bees are gone, we're all dead. Don't you get it? When the bees are gone, we are all dead. Wise words. Save the bees. What about the mosquitoes? Fuck the mosquitoes. You know, my insect tier list... Okay, do you guys want to hear a tidbit of information here? Mosquitoes are all the way below F tier. They're the worst insect. Mosquitoes were part of the reason why I moved to Nevada. I was like, what's a part of the world where I will never see one of those motherfucking mosquitoes ever again? Ever. I don't want to see them ever again. Nevada's one of those places where there are no mosquitoes. They do not exist. I would rather get stung in the mouth by a scorpion than be outside ever again at like 6:30 p.m. in Massachusetts and look up and see the swarm of these bugs that just want to suck all your blood out. That's kind of extreme. It is. I hate mosquitoes. Having to be out there and look, when you look, let me show you. When you are outside and there's a place where there's a lot of mosquitoes, but a really humid place, does this remind you? Are you aware of this scenario? Yeah. So how's school? Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, I think one of the big problems I think with the school system recently. You just graduated? Yeah. Yep. I don't like doing that. I don't like fucking doing that. I'm so glad I never have to do that again. And everybody is doing it. Everybody in like the group of people outside are all doing it. It's not abnormal to see somebody just freak out and like reach elastic style around their back and be like, yeah. What time do you guys want to go? If we want to get coffee, we probably should go at like 6, maybe 7. It's like, this is normal. I hate it. You're a hater. Yeah. I'm a mosquito hater. That was based. Thanks. Hey, take a look at this. This is later alligator. Oh, I want direct control of this guy. If it's analog control, then it's not an RTS for me. It's more fun to play. Fake gamer. Why do you hate real video games? Do I have to answer that question? Do you want me to answer that question? Why do I hate real video games? I would like you to name me a video game that's come out in the last year that you would like me to play right now. That all of us can sit here and agree is a game that it should be played. That should be here. Which one? Hades. I already played Hades and it was great. I played it. I streamed it like 3 times and I played a shitload of it off stream and I got like the hardest achievements in the game. It was really fun. No, games aren't good. Only old games are good. Only old games are fun. And play Jack and Dexter. It came out in 2001. I don't like want to play that. I have to be honest again. Like I don't know. Jack and Dexter, Zack and Wiki, Mike and Ike. I don't want to play. I don't want to play them. I'm not a big fan. What? There's another one too. What's the other one? There's Jack and Dexter. What's the other one? It's like a little bunny rabbit guy. Oh my god! It has like all like the wacky guns. Insomniac made it. Ratchet and Clank. Yeah. They all seem like the same like dream characters to me. How are they the same? I don't know. Isn't it like short, small guy with like funny weasel companion, right? There's like and the weasel companion is like a technological, like intelligent person, and they have like funny lines. It's like a comic relief. It's like the small like guy with big like goofy weapon, and then comic relief weasel character, right? And that like Jack and Dexter, Zack and Wiki, Ratchet and Clank. Who's Clank? No, I don't put Banjo-Kazooie in that category. Because Banjo-Kazooie don't have big, goofy weapons. It's a robot. He's the robot. Does he have comedy lines, though? Does he pop up on the shoulder and say, like, a comedy line in a cutscene? I don't know. If you have "and" in the middle of your game title, I'm not sure I'm gonna play it. Or I'm not gonna, like, get too involved. That is what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Sam and Max. Yeah, but I didn't play the third one. Zack and Cody? I didn't watch that show. I did not watch Zack and Cody. I didn't watch Drake and Josh. I didn't play Zack and Wiki. I didn't play Jack and Dexter. I didn't play Ratchet and Clank. Anything that has an "and" in the middle of it, I did not care about. What are some other ones? Mac and cheese? I actually don't really like mac and cheese. But wait, no. Mac and cheese is not mac and cheese. It's mac and cheese. Like it's like mac and apostrophe cheese. But I don't really eat it. Dungeons and Dragons, don't really like that. I'm not a big fan of that game. Simpsons Hit and Run, no. Oh, that's not accurate. Oh my fucking god, no! No, god, I can do it with a jump! That's Simpsons Hit and Run. A hit and run is... Where is it? Like a thing happening. Bart! Ah! A hit and run is like, it's an action. It's not like something and something. Black and white. That, alright, you might got me there. You might have me there. Rick and Morty. I'm not a huge fan. What else? No, like two names. Like two names. Tell them, do we have any more? I don't like two names. Tom and Jerry. Yeah, I don't want to watch that fucking movie. I don't want to watch it. Kane and Lynch. That game's not fun. I played it because we had a timer. Tim and Eric. Oh shit, there you go. Yep. That's right. But wait a minute. Tim and Eric, the title of that show was Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. The show was not called Tim and Eric. It was Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Wallace and Gromit. I didn't really watch it. I didn't really care for it. I thought it was like cool, but I didn't watch it because it was two characters with an "and" in the middle. Sex and the City. No, yeah, didn't watch that fucking show either. Didn't care about it at all. I didn't want to watch one episode. Ren and Stimpy. And you've got it right there. It was not Ren and Stimpy. It was Ren ampersand Stimpy. Completely different. I would watch that show 1,000 times. It's not Rick ampersand Morty. It's Rick and Morty. Don't want to watch it. That like actually is weird how that's true for me. If it was Jack ampersand Dexter, I might like care. Why is that weird? That's weird. Why do I do that? Ed, and Eddie. I did not watch that much of that show. I think I watched like 2 episodes. I hate conjunctions and English grammar. I mean, it's just a weird thing. Ratchet ampersand Clank. Alvin and Hobbes. Oh shit. Yeah. You're lying to everyone. I'm really not, though. Character's name and character's name. It's just, it was like a turn-off for me all through my life. Dunk and Donuts. Dunkin' and Donuts. It's not Dunkin' and Donuts. It's Dunkin' Donuts. Like you're dunking your donut in the coffee. Dunk in donuts, not Dunk and Donuts. World and Warcraft. No, that's wrong too. Bill and Ted. I've never seen that movie start to finish ever. Attack and Titan. Stewie and Brian. That's not the name of a show. That's the name of 2 characters. Lord and the Rings. Okay, would it be as popular as a series if it was called Lord and the Rings? I don't think so. That still grammatically makes sense, by the way. Lord and the Rings. What about Jerma and Stir? That wasn't the name of our YouTube channel. We just played a lot of stuff together. Might and Magic. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. No, I'm sorry. The name of that series is not Harry Potter and Ron Weasley. And Hermione, it's not Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. You've got it wrong, again. Ampersand Andy. Who cares? Alright, stop, we gotta move on from this. I don't want to read any more ands. I don't want to read any more of these. I told you my theory, and that's it. How do you like your eggs? I like them over medium. Not over easy. They get all over the plate, and it ruins everything else that's on the plate. If you have bacon, toast, hash browns, eggs, and they're over easy, it just gets everywhere. And then it gets all over your bacon, all over your toast, all over your potatoes. I want it to be separated. I like a jammy yolk. Doesn't get everywhere, and it's good. It's absolutely false. No, it's not. Over medium. You don't even eat. That's the whole point. Yeah, maybe for you, I like to have all my stuff separated. I will make one exception. The only exception I make is corned beef hash. So, if you have corned beef hash, and you drop an over easy egg on top of it, you let it sit on top and you break the yolk, it gets really kind of, you have to lay the egg right on top of the corned beef hash. That's the only exception where I'll have an over easy egg. And then it gets in there, but that's the point. That was done intentionally. It was done intentionally. Having just regular over easy eggs, unintentionally you get your shit everywhere. I don't like that. Finn and Jake. Yeah, how many times do I have to say this? The name of that show is not Finn and Jake. It's Adventure Time. Jerma and sucks. Yeah, Star Wars would have sucked. Nobody would have gone to the theater if it was called Luke and Darth Vader. None of you would have seen the movie. No one would have seen the movie. I'm telling you. Jay and Silent Bob. Never watched it. I've not seen that movie. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yes, and that is one of the most awful franchises ever. All the new like are you trying to tell me to go see Alvin and the Chipmunks? And that's not even right. You have it wrong again. It's not Alvin and Theodore or Alvin and Simon. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks. But that doesn't, we don't have to talk about that because that whole franchise is dog shit. We don't even need to talk about it. That right off the bat is just a non-watch. How much off the debt for you to get an Alvin and the Chipmunks tattoo? It would take... I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be very honest with you. Let me be honest. Fine. Here's what that would take. For me to get an Alvin and the Chipmunks tattoo, and we're talking the 3D Alvin and the Chipmunks, which is way worse. Like, Alvin and the Chipmunks from, like, the fucking 40s or whatever it was, like the 60s. I don't even know when they first came out. That old style, okay, cool. It's like, I'd be like getting Snap, Crackle, Pop tattooed on you. It's like, oh, all right, well, that's kind of weird, but like, oh, whatever. It's like old, I guess. It's like an old thing. Getting the 3D reimagination of those characters tattooed on my body, it would cost $1 million. I would need $1 million taxed. Taxed 1 million. Not 1 million, 1 million taxed already. So that would be like 1.4 million, 1.5 million. It'd have to be taxed. That's what it would take. Deal. Okay. No deal. I'm not agreeing to it. A face tattoo? No, no, not happening. There's no amount of money that would make me get a face tattoo. No amount. Set up a crowdfund and we'll get it to 1.4 million. No, you will not. That's a fucking absolute not. It would never happen. It would never happen. It would never happen. I am so convinced that that would never hit 1.4 million. It has to go on my back? Like on my lower back? No way. No fucking way.
Take a tattoo.
That's not even worth It's not even worth 1 million taxed, by the way. And it would have to be that image that's on all the posters, where you got like Theodore on the left, arms crossed, leaning back, Simon on the right, arms crossed, leaning back, and Alvin in the middle, arms crossed, leaning back with sunglasses on. 3D, the 3D characters. I would need $1.4 million to do that. What about Wallace and Gromit? That probably wouldn't be I don't think I would need $1 million for that. They're like cool. They're like that's like classic characters. Alvin and the Chipmunk are classic characters, but they're classic like money grab characters. Like they're like the Smurfs. They brought back all these new franchises to try to like make them for kids. Wallace and Gromit is timeless. You don't need to like remake Wallace and Gromit to cater to like a 10-year-old right now. You just make another Wallace and Gromit. You don't have to like remake them, redesign them, and bring them back for give to the kids now. No, you just make another Wallace and Gromit. It's a timeless character. I would do that for fucking probably, I don't know. In that same spot, they have 500K taxed. Wallace and Gromit holds up way more than it should. Why? That's cool. It's really cool. It's claymation, first of all. It's really well done claymation. The characters are funny. It's like an old like man and his funny dog, and they go eat like cheese from the moon and stuff. It's like that's timeless. Going to the moon to try the planet's surface because you think it's cheese, and watching him spread it on the cracker and eat it. I wanted to eat it so bad when I was younger. Watching him take that gray chunk of that cheese moon shit and biting it. Oh my god, I wanted it so bad. I wanted to eat that so bad. I don't have that reaction when I watch Alvin and the Chipmunks. Like, Lost at Sea, or whatever the new movie was. I don't know. Damn it, I don't even like cheese. Yeah. Chipwrecked. The name of the movie was Chipwrecked. That might be worse than putting two characters with and in the middle. In fact, it is. We need the tattoo fundraiser link. That's not how this works. It's not, you guys make a fundraiser. No, it would be, I would have to have an official account, an official Kickstarter campaign, or official campaign under my account name to do it. You know, if somebody makes an account, if somebody links you, I'm gonna make this really clear. If someone links you an image, not an image, if somebody links you a link to a like fund page of me getting a Alvin and the Chipmunks ass tattoo, whatever it was, it's not real. It's only real when I tell you it's mine. Do not give any money to anybody. Don't give any money to anything. Only if I tell you it's my link and I link it and I'm the one that links it. Don't do that. Someone's gonna steal your money. Don't fuck around. It has nothing to do with me, and I am completely denouncing all of that. Don't do that. Don't fucking do it. Because I know one of you might think about it. I'll be furious if you do, and I really mean that. I truly mean that. If I do it, you'll know. I'll have an official link in the channel. You'll know, because I'll talk about it. I will say, here is the link for the $1.4 million to get the Alvin and the Chipmunks 3D ass tattoo or back tattoo. Here it is. You will only know that from me. I don't know why I have to spend this much time on this. Do I have to really spend this much time here? Why'd I have to spend this much time saying this? Huge Omega lulls today. You're gonna sober up tomorrow and regret this bit. I'm not fucking fine. I've been drinking water. Hellfire Clan seek blood. I didn't agree to anything. I just told you if that ever were to happen, it would be coming from me, and I have not agreed to that yet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's zonked. Are you a juicy or dry kind of guy? I'd say probably more in the juicy department. I don't like it wet though, because then it ruins the bun. Everybody that wants like a bloody hamburger, it ruins the bun. The bun gets seeped in with this pink liquid that turns it's soppy and gross. I really mean this, and I might gross somebody out here, but whatever. I would prefer if you were to, I would prefer it if you were to burn my hamburger. I mean, like, unrecognizable. It's like char. It's not even meat anymore. Than eat a rare hamburger. I would rather you leave it on to a point where, like, you could, like, we're talking about burn. Like, light it on fire and let it sit there. I'm talking about, like, the skin on the marshmallow when you let it just go in there and let this just sit in the campfire. And that's what I'm talking about. I would rather eat that than a rare steak. I have not taken any pictures. I'm supposed to take photos. Burger, yes. Steak, no. Nope, both. If you brought a rare steak to me, I don't care how nice of a restaurant it is. This could be like a $300 plate. The finest cut of meat. Rare. I would order something from the kids menu. I'd be like, can I just get like the fucking hot dog, the mac and cheese, and corn? I don't want that. I would not eat a rare steak. I just don't like it. I will eat sushi sometimes on very rare occasions. But there's something about that raw red meat. I cannot do it. Unbased as fuck, my dude, just for your information. Parasites are a myth. What? Would you ever go vegetarian? No.
How was it?
Like, I like the taste of chicken too much. I love a good steak and cheese sandwich. I could never give it up. Not in 100 million years. I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. Now, they're getting close. They're getting close. Like the Beyond Meat stuff, the Impossible Burger stuff, I think Beyond tastes a little better. I think Beyond's a better product, if I have to be honest with you. They might get there soon. Like, I'm going to give it probably like 10 years. 10 more years, I think they're going to get it. They'll figure out the chemical composition to make it so you're eating meat, but you're not even eating it. They'll get it. Maybe like 10, maybe 20. Now, I did not just say that I think that Beyond Burgers are better than real meat. I didn't say that. I said they're getting close, and they might be there in 10 to 20 years, which they probably will be. Did you say that Beyond was better than Impossible?
Nice work.
Yes. And you know that I'm not making this up. You know that I'm telling you the truth. Because I lost a shitload of money buying puts on Beyond Meat. Like 4.5 years ago. When they went into like IPO. You know that I'm not bullshitting you here. We all know that story. So like I think it's a better product than Impossible. Buying puts Omega Low. This was like 4 years ago. This wasn't like last weekend.
Nice work.
I just didn't think that Beyond Meat should have the valuation of like all the airlines and every car company in America. I'm sorry. It was crazy. It was insane. He shorted Beyond Meat. Omega. Yeah, I did. You know that. I've been very transparent about that. Back when it first came out, it went up to like almost $300 a share. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I got burned real bad. And you know, what they say, you may have learned your lesson. Remember, you're wasting our sub money. It was actually YouTube money. That was before I made anything on Twitch. That was back in like 2015, 2016. That wasn't Twitch money. That was YouTube money. That wasn't what you guys. Come on. It was 6 years ago. Whatever it was, I don't know. And it also was not very much. A lot of you guys are somehow assuming that I put like $500 million on like a short on Beyond Meat from no, that I wasn't. It was not even. It was not. I was not very much money at all. When he files for bankruptcy, he'll be back to do that. Yeah. By the way, what's the How long do I have to do this? Like, let's say I'm retired completely. Like 5-10 years go by, and like I'm like 50. I'm like 60. Can I come on Twitter and say, "Hey guys, I'm opening up the Kickstarter for the Alvin and the Chipmunks 3D lower back tattoo. Please contribute here." Would you guys still do it? No. What would happen realistically is that I would get like 2 retweets and like 4 likes on that tweet, and there would be no replies, and no one would pay for it. And no one would go. You guys aren't. You're not going to be on Twitter anymore. It would be just a weird, desperate attempt for me to like come back and just take money from people. That'd be weird. Get a Time Splitters tattoo. I don't have any tattoos. I told you guys the tattoo that I was gonna get a long time ago, but I never did it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. I was gonna get the Venom symbol on my shoulder. And I swear to God, something happens to your brain when you get like jacked, like I was fucking huge. I was like 160, 170 pounds, and I'm like 5'8". I was a inflated, swole, fucking massive person. I was huge, and I was always lifting.
It's time to get fucking huge. These are bicep curls, baby.
I was really in shape.
There's one.
When you get like that, it does something to your brain.
There's two.
I'm gonna get like the Spider-Man tattoo. I'm Spider-Man.
Three. If you're wondering, these are 35-pound weights.
Like I really thought that I was like Spider-Man. Yeah, this is like what Spider-Man looks like. I'm Spider-Man. I'm gonna get the Venom tattoo because I like look like Venom. I don't know what it does. It does something into like inside the chemistry in your brain, and it makes you like think you're a superhero or something. So I was gonna get the Venom symbol across the shoulder and like down around the back and around my arm, and it would have looked sick with like my shirt off, like just jacked in the mirror. It would be this like those lines, and I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" I'd be at the beach. It'd be like, wow, look at that. Look, that guy's jacked and he has a Venom tattoo. That guy's Venom. But I didn't want to be Venom. I wanted to be Venom suit Spider-Man. I didn't want to be Venom. I wanted to be Spider-Man with the Venom suit on. But I'm glad I didn't. Because I've gotten a little frumpy, and that part of my brain turned off. I'm no longer like Jack Spider-Man. And I'd be like, oh shit, I have like the superhero tattoo now. Maybe I wouldn't have stopped. Maybe that would have been enough motivation for me to keep going to the gym. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe having the Venom tattoo on the shoulder was what needed to be there so I would continue to be Spider-Man in the Venom suit. Oh well. That's like getting a marijuana leaf tattooed on you because you like weed. Well, why does anybody get a tattoo? Like, why does anybody get like a tattoo like that? It's because like I don't know, it's like cool or it means something, right? Weed tattoo for 2 million. That's like not that big of a deal. You know, a long time ago, Burger Boy was gonna get Wario tattooed on his ass, shooting a fireball like towards his like butt, and that didn't happen. It would have been glorious. But that's the kind of tattoo that's like, okay, that's like funny and like, wow, what an interesting person you must have been, right? Like what a crazy, cool, fun life you may have had, right? Getting like the Spider-Man tattoo on your shoulder is like, I'm jacked. In my brain, at least. How much for a Twitch TV tattoo? What do you mean? Like the Twitch, like the, whatever, the glitchy, the icon? I'd rather get Alvin than Chipmunks. I would rather get Alvin and the Chipmunks for free on the lower back than get a twitch.tv glitch tattoo for money. I don't know. Something about that just sits weird to me. I don't know why. Like, I feel like that's a kind of... Where would it be? And how big does it have to be? The Twitch glitch tattoo. How big does that have to be? Because if it was small, like if it was like a emote sized or something, that would be kind of cute. Like get that like on like your wrist or something, or on like your forearm. Like that's cute. I don't have a problem with that. How big does it have to be? Huge. No, I don't think I'd want to do it. On your forehead? No. I wouldn't get any tattoo on my forehead. On your bald spot. I don't have a bald spot. Inner lip? Ow. No, I don't think so. No thanks. Twitch URL. No, I don't want that. Because that's not going to be... that's a weird advertisement for something that's not going to exist anymore. Eventually. QR code tattoo? Yeah, and it links to Rick Roll. Can't wait to do that 1,000 times. What about a rat tattoo? That would be fun. I wouldn't be opposed to that. That does it for me. I think that's cool. What just happened? I was laughing about chipwrecked. No, I'm gonna get Jack and Dexter tattooed on my back. He's gonna be holding the chicken gun. Homer Simpson. Yes, I'll get, okay, Homer Simpson holding the pink donut, standing straight up, heels on the ground, just standing in just a regular position with his arm up. Pink donut has a single bite out of it, frosting side is facing the camera, and he has a little wad chew kind of in his mouth, side of his mouth. That's pretty epic, yeah? Gonzo the Great tattoo, and you're... Oh my god. Like, that's the kind of tattoo that you just get up one day and you're like, what the fuck is going on with my life? What's happening to what's going on? Right? I have to tell you guys something. I had an insane dream. Wild. This was wild. It was an entire television show. It was a whole movie. It was fucked up. I'm gonna tell the whole thing. I gotta try to remember it though, because the thing about dreams is I wrote the whole thing down. It's about, I don't know, I say like a full page long. And this one, you guys are gonna think this one's funny because it has a really interesting ending. I'm gonna give you a warning here. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's really gross. But I'm gonna wait till more people. Do I want to wait till more people are here so more people hear this, or do I want less people to hear this, so it doesn't, people don't think I'm weird? You know what I mean? Should I wait for more people or less people? But then I feel like I'll tell it in a second. Let me explain what we're doing. Should I talk about my dream now? Okay, this dream is fucking crazy. All right, let me start. Hold on. So I had a dream. I would tell you right now, this is disgusting. This is a very gross thing that happened. Your sideburns are uneven. I need a haircut. Sometimes when I shave, I fuck it up, all right? All right, this is actually a lot. That's really bad now that I look at it. That's pretty awful. It's like so full. But listen, I think it's because I my hair has a weird growing pattern. Is it that bad? All right, it is bad. But listen, my hair is a lot thinner here than it is. Look at how much thicker my hair is here. You see? I've really thick hair here and really thin hair here. I didn't shave this. Look, see? See how it's better now? Because like this kind of thins out. You're reusing the sideburns bit. No, I just don't care when I shave. When I go and get my hair cut, they get it to where it needs to be. I just don't care. I shave my face and I go, whatever, that's close enough. Whatever, that's close enough. I just don't care. I don't care. Like, this is fine, right? When I go get a haircut, they take care of that. I don't care. I do the same thing. I can't be bothered. See? Some of you get it. I know you do. Okay, so listen. It sticks out. It's because I haven't had a haircut. They go and they get rid of it. This is not worst hair. Stop at worst hair. I didn't do anything. What the fuck are you talking about? My hair looks fine. My hair looks like good. Look at this. It's like smooth. It's silky. It's been conditioned. Just because I have sideburn hair does not make it worst hair. I'm not even putting it on. I'm not even making it a category this year. Good luck. It looks greasy. What do you mean greasy? Look at that. Could greasy hair do this? Nope. That's not, how is it worst hair? You guys are fucked. Whatever. When is the next game? After my first break, which will be in precisely after this level. I'm gonna go pee and come back, and we're gonna move to the next game. The next game is gonna be wow. Really wonder what the response will be. Okay, I will make somebody. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make everybody really, really calm here. It's not League of Legends. If you think it's League of Legends, and you're like, God damn it, it's probably League. He's gonna do a stupid joke where he plays League. You're like, oh, once a week, and he plays League. If League of Legends shows up on this stream, I will get the Alvin and the Chipmunks 3D ass tattoo for free. Like, immediately the next day. If you see League of Legends show up on this stream, and what I mean by that is me playing League of Legends. I'm playing it. Sitting there. And oh yeah, League of Legends, cool, this is fun. I'm playing the game, me streaming it. Not opening a video, not talking about it. I mean, physically sitting here, playing League of Legends on my Twitch TV account. Here I am playing the game, me. If that happens, I will get the Alvin and the Chipmunks ass tattoo the next day. Now, why is it always ass? It's like back. I keep saying ass. He wants an ass tattoo. We still have not forgotten about Three Stooges in Fortnite. It's gonna happen. It doesn't. I could take 5 more years. It's gonna happen. It's gonna. They're gonna open up like, oh, season 8, season 10, like. It's gonna be black and white. It's gonna open up black and white. They're gonna come over and they're gonna like. They're on season 18. It's too much. It's too many seasons. They're breaking the rule. More than 7 seasons of any media, it becomes bad. We talked about this like a week ago. We already talked about it. Do I have to reiterate it for you? So I had this dream. Okay? I had a dream where I was... Hold on. So I had this dream. This dream's crazy. I have to warn everybody here, seriously. I'm gonna probably, like, this is gonna gross people out. I had this dream. Why is my mic peaking? It's not. Fix your settings! Fix your settings! There's nothing wrong with my mic. You're stalling? This is... What do you mean stalling? You just did stun locked. Fine. Here, listen to me. This is really important. I had this dream where me and Holly were on a road trip. This is like 2 different dreams that were connected for no reason. So me and Holly were on a road trip. We were like driving somewhere. And you know how in dreams, how stuff just gets kind of stitched together and you don't really know why. Holly and I, fix your settings! I don't care. So Holly and I, we went on a road trip and we stopped at like a gas station slash, I can hear her laughing already. I already told her this, by the way. And she was disgusted, by the way. She was like, this story is fucking disgusting. Like, she's heard the story already. We go to a gas station and we pull in and it's a car wash slash gas station. Okay, cool. So the idea was, okay, we're gonna get out and like they're gonna wash the car and whatever. I don't know why we decided to go to get a car wash in the middle of a road trip to some friend's house or something. So we get out of the car and it's like, okay, take the car, sure, whatever, go ahead, go for it, take it and wash it. And one of the workers, this guy had like a clipboard here, and I like went to go do something, and Holly was like in the kind of in the business or whatever. And this guy, I don't know if he was like going to attack Holly. Like, I don't know why the employee was doing this. Like, I come back out. I think I was like maybe I was outside for some reason. I come back in the establishment, and this guy's like going to like attack Holly. So I like got in the way, and I like fucking pushed the guy, and he pushed me back, and I like shoved him with the clipboard, and this clipboard like hit him in the face, and I started fighting this fucking guy. I was like fucking punching him in the face, and we were fighting, just fighting each other. And the whole time, this car is at the car wash, right? So, okay, whatever. The car is like at the car wash. Flash! We're gone. We're not in the car wash anymore. We're outside the car wash. I don't know how it's stitched together. And we're looking for the car. And the whole time, like, Holly and I are like, that guy was what the fuck was that guy's problem? That guy was a piece of shit. Yeah, I like kicked his ass. Like, well, I fucking beat him up. Whatever, right? So I kicked this guy's ass. And we're looking around for the car. We can't find it. We don't know where it is. Eventually we come to the determination after walking around the parking lot 4 or 5 different times. The car is gone. The car's gone. Somebody stole the car. Okay? Somebody stole the car. It's just not there anymore. So we had to start walking to my friend's house, whatever it was. So we started, who is Holly? Holly's my girlfriend. So we had to walk. As we're walking down the sidewalk, whatever, some guy in like a trench coat and these like big like sunglasses, he was wearing these huge sunglasses, comes up to us. He's like walking kind of next to us, and we're like, the fuck is going on? And this guy walks up to us and he goes, hey, here, hey, spray me in the face with this. And he hands Holly this like aerosol can. to spray him in the face. So we're just like, I mean, will you leave us alone? Just leave us alone. So the guy's sitting there just waiting for Holly to spray him in the face. So she holds the nozzle up like this and is like pointing at him, and she goes shh, and sprays herself. It was a prank. The guy turned the nozzle the other way, and she maced herself in the face. And she's like, shh, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck? And the guy starts laughing. So I start fighting the guy. I fight this guy. I start punching this guy. I'm fighting this guy. Like, I have to fight another person. I'm fighting another guy. Holly's over like on the sidewalk with like these like welling up in her eyes. Like I was like pepper. I don't know what the fuck it was. So I'm fighting this guy, and we get to a point where like we're wrestling around, like fighting each other. And there was a drop down. We were on like a sidewalk, and there was a lip, and then another sidewalk, maybe like, I don't know, maybe 5 feet, 6 feet lower. This guy jumps down to like get down to the other sidewalk. And I'm looking down at him. He's only like 5 or 6 feet below me. And I'm like, fuck this. I know what to do. So I like falling R1 the guy. Like that was going to work in real life. So I like fall and like punch. And I like punch him in the head. And like I fucking get him. Like I knocked this dude out. 2 of his friends are like coming over. And I'm like, oh shit, this is bad. This is really bad. And they're like, oh yeah, fuck him. He's a fucking asshole, man. I'm just like, what? Like, all right. Flash again. This is where it gets weird. This is where it gets really weird. And I'm going to warn everybody, this is where it gets gross. We are at our destination, right? After that happened. We get to the destination. We're at my friend's house. And I really have to go to the bathroom. Like, I got up and remember, this is a gross story. Number 2. So the bathroom is like, I remember, like, this is stitched together in such a weird way. I don't know how it's stitched together. So we get there. I go to their bathroom. And their bathroom is a bedroom. It's like a bedroom. There's a toilet that's like 5 feet tall. The bowl is like up here. And it's like a bunch of porcelain going all the way down. Okay? So, all right, it's like, this is why is your bathroom a fucking bedroom? There's like a shelving thing over here. There's like a bed over there too. And it's just like weird. Like, why is it like this? So again, this is gross. So I get like up on this huge, like high, it was like a gigantic, like high chair. It was like a big high, that's the only way I can describe it. It was huge. Like it was really high off the ground for no reason. So I get over there, dude, this is gross. I take a huge shit, right? I take a massive shit in this toilet. And I'm done. Okay, that's it. I'm done. It's time now. It is time. I told you this was gonna be gross. I warned you like 5 times. So like I flushed the toilet, whatever, and everything's fine. And I'm like, okay, it's time to clean up, right? So I look over at the material that you use to clean up, which is the toilet paper. And there on this roll next to here, was like right next to the toilet. The toilet paper roll had this stain on it. It was a stain. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I don't think so. So I kind of rolled it a little bit, and the stain was there still, a little bit faded. Still there, a little bit faded. Still, I'm like, I don't want to use this. I'm not using this. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do now? Oh, I know. There, over on the shelf. On the shelf in this bedroom bathroom was like of various sizes and shapes. Different toilet paper rolls. Like some of them were kind of halfway undone. Some of them were wrapped up in like the hotel wrapping. So I'm like, all right, the hotel wrapping over there. That's the one. It's a fresh one. It's brand new, right? It's wrapped in like that hotel wrapping. So I go out. I start to go up to go to where the toilet paper is. But remember, I don't know why dreams are like this. Don't ask me why. Please don't ask me why. I can't describe why this happens. I was in the water, up to here, like a fucking jacuzzi. And I was like pushing up to get out of like the jacuzzi, and like making it so my elbows were like on the bowl and like getting up, because that's how I had to get out. So I finally get up, I'm soaking wet, and I'm like out of the toilet, and I go over to grab this, like, I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I grabbed this wrapped toilet paper, fresh toilet paper roll, okay? I didn't fall in. I was apparently already in it. Dreams don't make any sense. I was apparently already in this toilet. And like up to here. Remember, this thing was like 5 feet tall. So I get out, I unwrap the new toilet paper. And there's a fucking huge stain on it. It's a huge stain. Again, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Something with the manufacturing this shit. What happened? This doesn't make any sense. Why is it like this? I don't get it. What the fuck? So I can't use this roll either. So I put that down. I go over again, there are tons of, there's like 5 different rolls on a shelf over here. And I grab one of them that's like kind of halfway done. But this toilet paper roll was like antique. It was falling apart in my hands. Like I would unroll it and it was like crumbling out. Like as if it was like antique. I was like, I can't fucking use this either. What the hell's going on? So eventually, I get to a roll that I have in my hand and I'm like, this looks pretty good. There's nothing on it. There's no stains on it. It's not like weird crumbling in my hands, antique bullshit. I start to like get it over to where, remember, I had just crawled out of the toilet. I get over to where the toilet is and like it's kind of like oddly heavy. So the toilet paper roll kind of unrolls a little bit and then it unravels and hits the ground and starts rolling on the ground. And there is rolled up in the toilet paper like $30,000 to $40,000 fucking dollars. It was where this person was like hiding money in their house. It was like they were hiding money here. Hiding it. I was like, oh my God, no, what the fuck? There was like a hidden money spot in your house? What the fuck? So I try to, and then this is all this money. There was like other like little antique shit in here, right? There was like little antiques in it. There were like little trinkets like wrapped up in the money that was wrapped in the toilet paper. So I start picking up these like, this bundle of like just like this rolled up money. It was like rolled like this. And I don't know what to do with it because no matter what I did, this was going to, I would never make it look the same way, right? Like, holy shit, man, this was wrapped up so perfectly. It's going to be a mess. They're going to know that I did that, right? They're going to know that something happened. So this is one. This dream is your internal struggle with money and greed. Well, I'm not done. It gets worse. So eventually, like, this unwrapped money, I like put it back on the shelf. It's all fucking crumpled up and all fucked up looking. So there's no way I didn't touch it, okay? Finally, I get a piece of toilet paper, like a roll that is fine and it works. I bring it over and I realize that there's a gigantic window directly across from the fucking toilet. Like a huge bay window. And I was like, whoa! What the fuck? Somebody could have seen this. Somebody could have seen me walking around like this? And like, did anybody see? Why would you have a window like this? Why would you have a huge bay window here? What the fuck is wrong with you? What's fucking wrong with you? So boom, I wake up. And I'm lying in bed and I open my eyes and after this insane dream, I thought I shit my pants. I thought there was shit in my like asshole, in my ass cheeks. So I'm sitting there going, I shit my pants. Like there's shit in my ass. So, and this is in real life. Like I'm lying there in real life. Going like, there's shit here. I felt it. I knew it. I was certain about it. So I get out of bed and I like waddle over like slowly. This is the slowest I've ever gotten out of bed. And I walk over towards the bathroom and I go to get the toilet paper. And guess what? There ain't no toilet paper in there. So I waddle across the fucking house. Just like, God damn it, no, it can't be real. And I waddle across the fucking house and I go to where the toilet paper is. And I get into a private place and I like do what I need to do and I wipe my ass and it's clean. There's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. It was fucking nothing happened. And this I probably like slowly walked around the house like I had shit in my pants. For like probably 5 minutes, maybe like 2, you know what? No, that's a lie. Maybe like 2 or 3 minutes total, but still that's like so long. And then I laughed and I was like, well, that was fucking wild. And I had a wicked bad headache. And I kind of still do. I don't know, man. Like I just have these dreams that just become so fucking strange. And that was it. And I was like, oh, that was like ridiculous. And I wrote this all down too. I remember Holly was like out here, like out in her office working. And I was just like, it was like wicked early in the morning. Like she was up working. And I was just like, I like walked kind of by her and I was like, hey, hi. Like I probably looked looking fucked up. And she can literally attest to this. Like this is real. I was like slowly walking by. Just like, hey, yeah, I'm just like getting up. It was fucking wild. And I had to write this whole thing down. I thought I shit the bed. Because I thought like, oh my God, okay, I gotta be careful because I like, in my brain, I was going over every single scenario, like, I hope, do not come into the bedroom. Do not go in the bedroom. Because like, I may have shit the bed. Like, but how do you say that to somebody? Oh, hey, I just like woke up and I'm in like kind of a daze, but I may have shit the bed. Don't go in there. Somebody said TMI. I told you, I warned you over and over again. This is a gross story. This didn't happen. This is not a real story. Look, that didn't happen. This was in the dream. This music. This music should not have been on this whole time. Boring as fuck, just like the book. Come on. What do you mean all these truths? True. Boring as fuck. Book sucks. It's probably good, isn't it? Alright. So what's a good book? What's a good book? Can chat agree on some nominees for what a good book is? Can we get a poll up here? Okay, I see the Bible, Green Eggs and Ham, Dante's Inferno, and Dune. Alright, pick between those four. What's your favorite book? What's your favorite? Well, no, put the Bible in there. No, those three. We don't need the Bible. Large bookshelf containing many books. It's probably like a, right? Oh wait, yeah, we're doing a poll. What was the poll again? It was, what's your favorite book? Oh, what's a book that you consider to read? What were the options? Green Eggs and Ham.
We need to search around some more.
Dune.
Maybe we can find a clue here.
The Bible. And I said there was a fourth one. What was it? Oh, Dante's Inferno. Yeah. Okay. There you go. What do you like?
Chemistry
any of those?
Isn't my strong suit.
Best book of all time. What do we got? Green Eggs and Ham is just absolutely sweeping right now. Okay. The Bible is in second. Best book of all time. Green Eggs and Ham more important than the Bible. Bible way more important than Dune. Also, Bible more important than Dante's Inferno. Two religious books up here. Well, one of them is a religious book. The other one is a take on the religious text, right? How is Dante's Inferno not higher? Those books are terrible. Dante's Inferno, I remember reading Dante's Inferno and just being like, what's going on here? What the fuck? How many of you guys just haven't even read Dante's Inferno? Jerma, I haven't read any of these. What? You've never read Green Eggs and Ham? You had to have. You've never read Green Eggs? I think this might be the only one of the four that a lot of you have read. But I don't know what it is about you, why our brains do this weird shit to us. But when I woke up from that dream, I shit my pants. Like I did. I felt it. You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh no, this is bad. This really happened. I really thought it happened. I actually really did. But why? Why does my brain want to do that? Why does my brain feel like, oh, hey, by the way, I need to tell you something. Like you really did that. For like the first minute that you're up, I'm sitting there, I was lying on my back. I'm lying on my back just going, oh no. Oh no, this is not good. What do I do about this? What am I supposed to do about this? There was like so much internal panic like through that entire, like I don't know, I fought like 2 or 3 people. I thought I shit my pants. You need to stop doing DMT. I don't do anything. Anyways, we're gonna play Later Alligator. And the fact that I was in the toilet. Why was I in the water? Okay, I know that like the people have like dream journals and people go like, oh, this is why you had that dream. I don't, okay, if I told like somebody that was like a dream journal specialist or whatever that dream, they probably would be like, you made that up. Like that doesn't happen. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. I have no idea what's wrong with you. And remember, this is important too. I know that like, sure, me and Holly have a great relationship, right? And like, it's very wonderful. This is a great relationship. It's fantastic. But like, I don't want to, I still like, don't want to like fart wicked loud in front of her. So the prospect of, I may have shit the bed, honey. It's like, whoa, you went from like, you are farting in front of your girlfriend to you shit the bed. That's too hot. That's way too much. That's too fast. I'm gonna slow that down, right? You gotta slow way down. What's an alligator? It's a dinosaur that made it through the meteor, okay? Here we go. How many books have you read in the last year? This is actually interesting. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. 10 plus books in the last year. Yeah, right. I could believe between 0 and 5. 10 plus. Some of you mean that. Some of you are talking about like 20. My goal is always 100. 10 is easy. Some people read a lot. That's a lot. How many books are you reading? 10? More than 10 books a year? Yeah, those are 10 Dr. Seuss books. Alright, 32% say 0. 30% say between 1 and 2. Wow, we have to read more, don't we? A majority of people in this chat right now, and I'm included in this, 62% of us, at least out of the sample size that chose to answer, have only read under 2 books in a whole year. Sometimes less than 1. The last time I've read a book was Game of Thrones. It was the Game of Thrones book. It has to be the last Game of Thrones book. What about audiobooks? Though I think those count. Name 10 books. That's not fair though. That's actually not fair because like I don't like pay attention to that world really at all. Name 10 books. Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham. The Great Gatsby. The Shining. The Catcher in the Rye. The Twilight series. Okay, Twilight. I don't want to look at chat. I don't want any help. A Song of Ice and Fire. Book 1. Oh, no. How about this? Book 5. Dance of Dragons. Okay, that's 5. That's 6. Tempest. Let me do it. He's thinking so. I was thinking of like a relevant book that I may have even read or heard of. Streets. Now, The Tempest. I mean, like everything is a book. I could just name anything. Lord of the Rings. I mean, the Hobbit. Lord of the Rings. I mean, that's like 15. What do you mean not a book? That's 4. That's not. How is that 4? That's not 4. You know what? I was gonna name a random movie, and my Big Fat Greek Wedding. Is that a book? That's a book, right? That's a book, right? That's a book. Was that a book first? In fact, I kind of feel like it was. Is it not? I'm thinking of like, okay, movies that like were books. Dune? Titanic? A screenplay is not a book. Technically it was. James and the Giant Peach. How's that? That's been at least 10. A Titanic. No, somebody said that in chat and I said it out loud. I didn't say that. I was laughing at somebody. No, okay. I need to defend myself here. Somebody said the Titanic. You like 10 of you said it, and I was reading the chat room, going, the Titanic? Like, what the fuck? The Titanic was not a book first. Oh my god, you guys are attacking me. Play the game? How many of you guys actually care about me playing the game? I thought it was like, don't play the game, play the other one. You cannot honestly believe that I thought the Titanic was a book before it was a horrific thing that happened in the world.
I can and will defend myself.
What's going on?
Leave her alone.
The book is actually what was based on the... Okay, yeah. Hold on, wait. We need to make sure that we get this clear here. The movie The Titanic was it based off of a book of the telling of that story?
Move him out of sight.
So they just made that up. Okay, we're just checking. It could be the movie that's... A lot of you know what I mean. Like Titanic the movie, was it like a retelling of like a book version of the Titanic where those characters were in it? It's historical fiction. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was there like a Titanic book? All right, we'll play a different game. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I don't know. I figured like maybe it was a book. No, the Titanic is a real thing. Oh my god. How do I get out of this? How do I take the car and like slowly get off the exit and like get us off this highway? You know what I mean? A night to wait, there are Titanic books. Wait. We have a paragraph Andy here. The film based on the book and with advice from the Lord was released in 1958. Lord also served as a consultant to Canadian film director James Cameron while he was making the film Titanic. That is precisely what I'm talking about. That is precisely what I was talking about. I'm so glad we get to turn off the exit now. Yes, it was... somebody wrote a book. You just got back on the highway. Somebody wrote a book based on this, and that's what the movie was based on. I might say things completely fucked up sometimes, but you know what I mean. The film based on the book with advice from Lord was released in 1958. Lord also served as consultant to... So somebody wrote a book, and then they consulted on the movie about Titanic, about like that happening. Okay. The story that he wrote. No, not the Lord. Lord? Did somebody write something named Lord? Everyone else disagrees with you and that guy. At least I got one person here that can help me. This game's called Stolen. No, I agree. I exist. I'm here. Oh, the Goofy movie was a book before it was a movie. Scorn. They're doing it. 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 I need to calm down because they're doing it. Would you ever go to a non-YouTube or non-gaming convention, like an anime convention or a pop culture convention? Probably not. I did the convention thing for a long time, and I don't know. Probably not. Furry convention? I told you the only way I would go to a furry convention is if I was in a full costume and no one ever knew it was me. I may have already done this. How would you ever know? Be in a full furry costume that has no ways to see who is in there. And I have rooms at like 7 hotels. So I could always like, wait, but is that him? No, I'm in a different hotel tonight. No one fucking knows who I am. No one knows where I am. I genuinely believe we would know. No, you would not. You would not. How would you know? If I went to a furry convention and I was in a full fursuit and was just walking around going like this, like, and I didn't move around too much, and I didn't make it. No, why would I be talking? I would not say a single word. How would you ever know? And then I would get to the hotel. I would go to the hotel room and make sure like nobody knew who I was, and then I would just take it off and go to bed. And every time I came out of the room, I'd be in the full suit, so no one would ever know. Why would you know I was in there? You would be applying chapstick through the mask. Just like... You'd have wicked bad garlic breath. No, and I would not be doing any like movements. I wouldn't want you guys to know the movements. It would be super generic, like. That's it. I wouldn't do a single other move. There'd be no like walking, like look at me. No, it would just be done. Chills. I hate that. You ever happen to you? Where you just like, you know what it reminds me of? Okay, it's that's like a dog shaking. You know what I mean? Like, you've thought this through? Yes, we've talked about this more than once. This is like the third or fourth time we've discussed this. You would not know. And honestly, I would never tell you. I would never tell you. You would never know. Years later, I wouldn't tell you. You would end up tripping up at one point. No, I wouldn't. You know why I wouldn't? Because I'm going to order 3 of the same exact costume, custom made. And I'm going to hire somebody to go into that costume and go down to the convention floor on one of the days. And I'm going to have that person take off the helmet and pose for a bunch of pictures. And like drink out of a bottle of water. Like very publicly. Like, and there you are. You would never know. You keep telling us what you're going to do. Yeah, but how do you can't even look for that. How would you even look for something like that? Oh, that person drank water. Okay. That's literally every single person at the whole convention. Don't tell your secrets. I could tell you all these secrets. It doesn't matter. Please let me make you a fursuit. No. How expensive would the fursuit be? I'm not telling you anything. In case I ever decide to do this. They have to sign. Yeah, they would have to sign an NDA. Whoever that actor was, they would have to sign a document. Oh, but I would pay the fuck out of that person. You know what I mean? It would be like, oh, hey actor, what's your day rate? What's your like day rate as an actor? Okay, triple it and sign that paper. Triple it and sign this NDA. They ain't saying shit. It's $30K for 3 suits? Holy shit, what? It's 3,000. It's 10K for a big fursuit? What? Holy shit. 10K sounds like a lot. 3K? Okay, I could see like 5K. 10K? 20K? 3 to 5K. I mean, the materials alone are expensive, and obviously the creative labor that goes into it makes sense, right? But 10 plus 20 plus thousand? 10K is for the popular makers. That makes sense. 20K for a high-end suit. Holy shit. New retirement plan. Some suit makers are really high in demand. Well, fucking good for them. Holy shit. Chainmail is expensive? Wait, what do you mean chainmail? You're putting chainmail on too? You're putting on chainmail. Why are you putting on chainmail? For defense. Parry the furries. Why are you making this so elaborate? Just wear a fursuit. It's 2022. But that's the fun. Is it me? I don't care about putting a fursuit on. I just want it to be impossible for you to know. I don't care about wearing a fursuit at all. I just want it to be a mystery. You know what I mean? Schrodinger's furry. Am I in there? Am I not in there? Would you actually genuinely do this? Probably. I met Jerma at a furry convention. I was at FurCon. I went to, yeah, there it goes. It's gone. Mods are on point. But, dude, mods are on point. That was there for as long as it took me to read the first 4 words. Gone. Hydroxin. Hey, Jerma, it's Kyle from the candy booth from last weekend's Comic-Con. Thanks for meeting and talking to me. It really made my whole weekend. Hopefully we'll cross paths again someday. Well, thank you for the $35 fucking dollars, dude. That's very generous of you, first of all. Second of all, so me and Kim went to Northeast Comic-Con this past, when was it? Fucking like 2 days ago? Was it like yesterday? It was a couple days ago. And we just like heard it was like, there's like Boston Comic-Con, there's like San Diego Comic-Con, and this random place that's like I was like, holy shit, that's like, we can like get there if we get in the car and drive for a while. I got on my, like, it's like, it was close enough where like we got in the fucking car and we drove to it. I mean, it was a pretty long fucking car ride, but who gives a fuck, right? So anyways, no, we're not doing the Mod Kyle joke, we're talking about this. So at the Northeast Comic-Con, walked by a booth, and this guy, like, only person to stop me, just stopped me. I didn't get stopped by anybody in the whole entire convention. It was like in a mall. It was like a random fucking mall. It was like the weirdest thing that like, me and Kim had like ever seen. Didn't make like any sense, but regardless of any of that, it was like hard to find. Like this, that's you. That's this fucking guy. He was at the Garfield booth, and he was selling Garfield memorabilia. Sorry that you... anyways. Very, very interesting. Thank you, Kyle. Hopefully you made some sales. Because you were talking about how it was, like, very slow. And there wasn't very many people there. Anywho. Northeast Comic-Con. Funny story about Northeast Comic-Con. There was a Who Framed Roger Rabbit poster that was signed by Christopher Lloyd. Judge Doom, obviously. I love that movie. We walked by it in the very beginning of the convention. And, hey, there's like a fucking ton. There's like 150 posters along this wall. And it was like it was expensive. It was a fucking $100. So, walked by it in the very beginning of the convention. And, well, when I say beginning, I mean we got there at like noon or something. Nobody, this huge rack was all posters. Hey, well, on the way back, we'll see. We'll get it. We'll get it, right? Remember, I told you, like, a fucking, like, 100 and something posters around this wall. On the way back, after, like, 2 or 3 hours of walking around and talking to people and checking out some stuff, it was one of the only fucking 2 posters that were purchased. It was gone. I was so fucking angry. I was so sad. I just wanted the goddamn Christopher Lloyd signed Roger Rabbit poster. Hey, Barbroski, thanks for the 300 bits. Jerma, is it true you minored in art? If so, do you have any work available for us to see? I'd honestly love to watch a laid-back stream of you just drawing for a couple hours, even if it's just funny little doodles of your characters. Yeah, yeah. And when I would go to... this is bad. In my art classes, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And every time there was a project to come in with something, this is not a joke, one time, I actually did a full project in crayons. Because I was too lazy to go buy all the art supplies needed to actually do the project and actually do it for real and right. So I did it in crayons. And the best part about art, anything can be anything. Anything can be anything. So I went in there after doing a full crayon picture, and I was like, yeah, the childlike way that I used the crayons for the medium. And it was like, oh shit. But what they didn't know is I just didn't buy the supplies yet. Because people would come up with like this really, really awesome shit. Wow, that's an amazing, like, actual detailed full person's face in charcoal. Alright, Mr. Albertson, come on up. This is my picture of a house that I did in crayons. I did it on purpose. Oh, you did? Yes. Wow. Excellent work, Mr. Albertson. Thanks. I did it hard. It was very hard. People happy. But there were actually some. I love. Forget about drawing. I can't draw, and I've refused to try to learn because I've tried a million times, and I don't have the patience for it. I have no patience for it. I'm never gonna learn, and it's okay. I like clay. I like molding. I like sculpting. I don't like to do it, but I enjoy it. I enjoy clay because it can be mushed around and molded, and you can make like statues with it and stuff. It's cool. And yeah, the Bugleberry pottery. Yes. Physical media crew unite. Just interesting to me. I like the way it feels. He's never gonna draw manga. Probably not. Yeah. I did do it. And I learned a lot. There's a lot of things in art history that was interesting. Art, this is art right here. I'm doing it right now. This is performance art. You guys don't understand? This is a living painting that you're seeing. Not enough to tell you what they were, but that I remember how interesting they were. Michelangelo, Leonardo, Da Vinci, they're all dead. I remain. You understand? I remain as a performance artist. Thanks for the $3 though. I have a debate with a friend. Is a hamburger outfit a fursuit? No. I mean, is it? Are you? No, that's not an anthropomorphic animal. Isn't that what it is? Is Grimace a furry? No, Grimace. What is Grimace? Is Grimace a furry? What is Grimace? Grimace is an alien, right? What is Grimace? He's supposed to be a nugget. No, really? Grimace is the Cookie Monster, but for McDonald's food. But what animal is Grimace? A bison? He's an eggplant. He's supposed to be a human. Wait, Grimace is supposed to be a guy? He's the purple cookie. But what is Cookie Monster? What is Grimace? McDonald's managers clarify the character. Okay. The lovable, spherical-shaped purple character Grimace has always been one of McDonald's most recognizable faces, even if fans never knew what he actually is. Okay. Ronald McDonald's a clown. Mayor McCheese is a cheeseburger. Birdie the early bird is a bird. The Hamburglar is a thief. And Mac Tonight is a moon. And the Fry Kids are fries. What the heck is Grimace? Okay. Nobody knew what he was until now. Late last month, a manager of McDonald's in Canada revealed the answer to the Golden Arch's biggest mystery, telling CBC News that Grimace is an enormous taste bud. Huh? That's fucking inflamed. That shit's inflamed. I thought maybe it was a piece of candy, a gumdrop or something. Enormous taste bud? Can we just say he's a big piece of taffy? That makes more sense. It's not inflamed. Wait, he also... Wait. McDonald's reached out. McDonald's stepped in here. McDonald's offered some clarification in a statement. Whether he's a taste bud, a milkshake, or just your favorite purple blob, the best part about Grimace is that he means different things to different people. Whatever he is, we're just proud our bestie makes people happy. A milkshake? So he's a milkshake. Okay, hold on, it gets deeper. In 2012, McDonald's Corp tweeted from their official account that Grimace was, in quotes, and I'm quoting, the embodiment of a milkshake, though others still insist he's a taste bud. The account tweeted something similar in 2014, saying Grimace lore says he is the embodiment of a milkshake or taste bud. That's a pretty gross-ass milkshake. He's the embodiment of a milkshake. He's not a milkshake. He is the embodiment of a milkshake. All right, so he's like a milkshake in theory. Thick. Creamy. What is it? What else is a milkshake? Biblically accurate. Juicy. Every time I see Grimace, I just think of the Barney the Dinosaur jump run. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm in a mascot suit. I'm going to do the excited jump run in the air for a quarter of a second. Where they go like, whoo, and their legs go 1, 2, 3, 4, da, da, da. They like jump and their arms go like this and their legs go like this. And they kind of maybe go like that. It's the quintessential mascot is excited jump. I just see Grimace doing that. That's Barney the Dinosaur used to do this all the time. He would jump and his legs would go, hoo-hoo-hoo. When was the last time you had a purple milkshake? Never. We can hear your stomach? You probably can. Holy shit, you probably can. You can hear my... Stop listening to me. Mostly lost, thanks for the $1. Jerma, you were fucking weird when you were 11. Can you find me an 11-year-old that's not weird? I think you'd have a tough time. Well, I can't believe the things that you say when you're 11, 12, 13. What do you mean, me? Those 11-year-olds need to grow up. No, you don't have to grow up until you're at least, like, 25. Don't listen to what anybody ever tells you. You don't actually grow up until you're in your, like, mid-20s. Trust me, I already did it. God damn it, I'm 26. Uh-oh, I'm 32, so don't worry. We're all here together. I think they should, honestly, like, the way that the world is right now, I think that, like, you should be an adult at 18, right? Like, you're an adult. But you should be an A-adult when you're 25. And the A stands for actually. Yes, you're 18, you're an adult, but you're not an A-adult yet. You're not an A-. You're not an actual adult yet. I wasn't a fucking adult until I was at least 24, 25, 26. No, you're not an A dash. B adult. No, you're not an A dash until you're 25. But anyways, thank you. Am I gonna go see the Emoji movie premiering worldwide? I would rather soak my head in acid than watch the Emoji movie. I would rather bury my head. I would rather sit in a fucking bathtub of acid than watch the Emoji movie one time. I'd rather all fucking 25,000 of you line up and spit in my mouth than watch the Emoji movie. By the way, how fucking dare them? How dare Hollywood make an Emoji movie? What is this fucking millennial shit, by the way? What is this millennial shit? What is fucking goddamn millennials? Their emojis. They canceled Popeye for that movie. That's unfortunate. Millennials. I am a millennial, okay? So let's be honest. Wasn't that a Gendy? Well, I'm gonna say his name wrong. Gendy Charovsky.
I'm sorry, mister.
He was gonna make that movie. Gendy Jembo Dorovsko. What's his name? Gandhi. Gandhi was gonna make that movie, right? Gandhi. Jandy. Gennady Tartovsky. Take down the goddamn poster. Missing a fucking goddamn millennial. Hey, go find the goddamn millennial. Go find that Waterbury millennial. He's somewhere. Granadini. You pronounced his name so incorrectly. It hurts my animation major heart. How do you pronounce it? Spell it out phonetically in the chat. It's Gennady Tartovsky. I need a full phonetic phonetics. Gendo, Grenadine, Genadindini, millennial, Kennedy Gandhi, Tartakovsky. Okay, Tartakovsky. Okay. Howie Mandel, that's not who we're talking about. Gennady Tartakovsky. Gennady Tartakovsky. Got it. Gennady Tartakovsky. Got it. Gendy Tartakovsky. Easy. Genji. Fucking hell, this stream. We're just having fun here. Look at that. Fucking nailed it.
Get the hell off me!
I just got so scared. But thank you. Thank you, Mega Aggro for the $3. Have you thought about doing an IRL house flipper stream? There would be no content. It'd be me, like, painting a wall. I can't take a sledgehammer and smash down one. No, I can't do that. You know what would actually be, like, really funny, though? And I don't even know the logistics and legality behind any of this. But wouldn't that be really funny if I went and just bought, like, an absolute fucking dump somewhere? We're talking like a $41,000 house. Put it on a mortgage and just buy it. And then go in there and do, like, a stream of, like, a fake, like... And we're here at Fix It Up! And we try to fix the house in, like a 2-day stream period. Really, like, actually try to fix the house on stream. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Bring in, like, at least one person that has knowledge of, like, okay, so that's the gas line. Don't fucking touch that. Have, like, one guy that knows what he's doing. And then, like, 3 dickheads. And try to fix the house. That would be dreadfully unfun for you. I see a power tool injury in your future. Try to get, like a dozen people to fix it. That's how you die. No, we'd have, like, the proper safety equipment. I'd be in a suit of armor. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, everyone's really concerned that I might get hurt, but not with this fucking suit of armor on. I'll have a full suit of armor on. Then what's going to happen to me? I'm not going to get hurt. Ring mail? No, it would be plate mail. We're talking, like, 400-pound plate mail. There's gonna be, like, 4 people that have to help me walk around. Get like electrocuted. No, the electrical would be turned off. We wouldn't actually make it like any electrical systems or plumbing. We would just try to fix up the house and put in furniture. Like a video game. I actually like that idea a lot. Something about that is just doing it for me for some reason. Oh, we need to put a pool back here. I'll think about that. Hold on to that one. If you don't listen to music, what the fuck do you do? I don't know. Watch like TV and work on stuff. Go out. You know, go to like dinner. Take a walk. Run errands. What do people do? No, you're not gonna pull this shit again. Somebody said, like a couple of years ago, what was it? They were like, "Oh, hey man, yes, prove you're not a serial killer. What do you do for the other 8 hours during the day?" And it's just, I don't know, man. What the fuck do you do for the other 8 hours or 6 hours during the day? What do you do for like 8 hours during the day? I watch TV. I do run errands, do some chores, make phone calls, talk to some people, spend time with some people. What else do you do? Play game. You play video games with, you know, get on Discord. Play. What else do you do? And because I couldn't give 5 straight hours of things that I would do after I turned a stream off or something, it's like you Googled what normal people do. I just told you how Park MGM, I love that place. Like oh, I go to Park MGM and hang out. Who are you talking to? That joke is really funny, but I'm whatever. I laugh every time I see that. All right. Thank you, Sticks Renegade, for the $1. We're all dying to know. Where do you sneeze? I find sneezing inside your shirt through the neck hole is the best way. All the spray stays out of sight. You might have a slimy, wet chest, but at least your hands are fine. Well, there's a couple of scenarios here that you need to know. Scenario 1. Well, let's break them down. Are you around somebody else? Right? Is there at least... what is your relationship to this person? Are you in public? There are lots of different ways to sneeze by how many humans are in close proximity of your body, right? Alone in a room? That shit goes straight in the ear. I don't even cover my mouth. I don't do anything. If I'm just alone sitting here, bang, it just shotguns out of my mouth in my face directly in front of me. I don't give a fuck at all. If there is another person around me, what my relationship to that person is, if I'm close friend, in a relationship with this person, then instead of going directly out, I calculate really quickly exactly where they are. For instance, okay, person to my left. All right, analyzed it, calculated it, and I sneeze really loudly over to the right. I turn my head, bang, shotgun to the right. In every other scenario, I hold the sneeze in until it is absolutely fucking painful and it might kill me. I would rather, like, die holding in a sneeze than do it in public. Those are the only 3 ways to sneeze. You know what I'm talking about? That, like, oh fuck, here it comes. I would and sometimes you try to do that and it makes it way worse and you sneeze way louder. Those are the only 3 ways to do it. That might legitimately kill you. Not, what? Will it? No, it won't. Can you die from holding in a sneeze? This reminds me of one time when I searched, can you die by eating a whole jar of peanut butter? Can you die by holding in a sneeze? This pressurized air will travel back through the ears, eustachian tubes, and into the middle ear where it could cause damage, such as a ruptured eardrum. Holding in a sneeze could affect more than your ears. Stifled sneezes have caused blood vessels to break in the eyes and result in spells of incontinence. All right. So you can make sure but how do I do it? I can't. Socially, I can't do it. It's unacceptable for me. I can't. Should I pretend I'm screaming somebody's name? Because that's acceptable to me. If I'm like far away from somebody, or if like, hey, like Danny! Should I just like pretend I'm screaming at somebody? Because I'm okay with that, doing that in public. So should I be like, Jenny! Like, is that all right? Because actually that would work for me. That makes me sound insane. But at least people will know that I'm not sneezing, because disgusting, unbearable, no, I don't want to do that. I'll scream Danny's name. Anyways, thank you. You have any advice on how to make a colonoscopy prep more palatable? You talk about drinking the gross drink that makes you like shit for fucking 3 days. Yeah, you know what I'll tell you? That's the worst part. That's actually the worst part. And that part sucks, don't get me wrong. But for a colonoscopy is not... It is simple. The procedure is simple. It's just that drinking the drink and eating the thing to clear you out. That's the actual worst part. So, you are doing the worst part right now. So when you're done with that, and you get the few days you have to do it, on that last day, just look in the mirror and go, now it's time for the easy stuff. Because it actually is. Yeah, it sucks, but you know, you gotta take care of yourself. Do what you gotta do, right? Do what you gotta do. Thanks, Doc. Yeah. And then go get a Lodge iced coffee. That's funny. I did say I was gonna puke blood today. But that was just nonsense. Alright, I'll see you guys later. See you Friday. Thanks for watching. Take care. Call your mother. I mean, especially if you didn't call your mother a few days ago. Do it now. Have a good one. Good night. Goodbye. See you soon.